Leader of the opposition Aubrey Norton addresses several concerns affecting citizens of Guyana. Listen as he addresses concerns affecting citizens in Guyana.
PPP is punishing poor people at success. The People's Progressive Party is a party for the rich and powerful, and it is the PPP treatment of people in success is a clear indication of this reality. The PPP moved the persons in success from lands they were occupying. The inhumane PPP contended then that the lands belonged to NISIL, and if the people did not move, they will bulldoze them. Having forced the people to move, they placed them way down to the back without water and electricity. Meanwhile, the same land they refused to give to the poor Guyanese citizens, they have allocated to their families, friends, and favorites to build a housing scheme. The dislocated citizens of success are now forced to live in terrible conditions without light, water, and sanitary facilities. Residents complain that many children do not go to school, and it takes them about an hour to get from their homes to the front of the village. Also, residents complain that the government promised to provide them the government's promise to provide them with water is not generally fulfilled. And when the government does, the water is inadequate since it is only 2 water tanks for over 40 families. Government's treatment of the people in success has been described by residents as being worse than the treatment of dogs. Residents also contend that it is unfair for them to clean the area and then be removed to give PPP family, friends, and favorites without them being compensated for their labor, while threatening them that if they don't pay the $500,000 for the lands they were allocated, they will be bulldozed. The opposition is calling on the People's Progressive Party to compensate the residents, provide them with light, water, among other basic needed facilities. PPP's belated student debt relief demonstrates its half-hearted approach to the University of Guyana and university students and graduates. After years of empty rhetoric, the PPP government this week announced its so-called plan to make the University of Guyana free. The plan is as flimsy and stingy as it is thoughtless. Not surprisingly, it was widely criticized by thousands of young people, current UG students and graduates. The plan comes nowhere near to making university education free. It ignores those who are currently in the system and who are paying cash or using loans. Its focus on debt write-off will have limited impact as many graduates have migrated or have not commenced loan repayment. The touted projected $12 billion cost is therefore pure fantasy and an attempt to mislead the nation. Under enormous pressure from the opposition and the students and youth community, the government has reluctantly walked back 1 or 2 elements from the initial announcement. But nothing can save the PPP stingy scheme. Young people in Guyana have already and correctly drawn their conclusions. While we continue to press for a more comprehensive plan for the university and its students, we would like to use this opportunity to highlight the differences between the PPP's approach and ours. Guyana is in a desperate need of higher education and skills training because historically the share of our population possessing vital qualifications has been limited. Development of the oil industry and its potential impact on the wider economy have only made this need more acute. And so we believe that we must maximize access to education for all Guyanese, while also improving its quality and the range of courses and skills on offer. We must therefore incentivize study and training while investing in our learning institutions. To this end, rather than the flimsy, ill-advised debt relief government has on offer, we believe the University of Guyana must be made a tuition-free university immediately. The University of Guyana's The University of Guyana's government allocation must be increased by several billions of dollars, bearing in mind the institution's plans for expansion. All graduates who paid in cash or partially repaid their student loans must be reimbursed with a minimum of conditions. All students at the university, as well as any other institution of higher learning, should receive a monthly stipend of $50,000 a month, with priority given to those who are not employed. Over the years, we have consulted with a wide range of university students, representatives, teachers, and administrators to identify the policies that best meet the university's needs. Unlike the PPP, we do not believe in unilateral impositions which create disappointment, frustration, and discouragement. Our policies are intended to target as many Guyanese as possible and will drive our economy forward by building up our human capital. This is what Guyana needs to develop. And it is obvious that only the opposition is serious about guaranteeing a high standard of living and high quality of life. May I also state this? I have observed in the press that Barra Jack Deol says he's prepared to debate Marxism-Leninism. I want to say to the press, I am disposed to debating him on Marxism-Leninism anytime.
Thank you for watching. Let us know what you think about what Mr. Aubrey Norton had to say about the residents being treated in success and his issues raised regarding free UG Aduktayan for all Guyanese.